Hey everybody, welcome to the first video of the 2015 season. Sorry we got behind just a little bit. It's been hectic, a lot of stuff going on. We're going to get you caught up a little bit with some of the racing that we've been doing. The first NASCAR Well and Southern Modified Tour race of the year was at Caraway several weeks ago. I'm going to keep it short and to the point. If you've been following me on Facebook and keeping up with some of this stuff, you kind of got the idea of where we finished and kind of what happened. But I'll give you a little bit of detail. For Caraway, that first race, we were off just a little bit. We made a couple changes, trying to get the car dialed in. Same LFR chassis, same spec engine, basically the same setup, but the tires were a little fresher than normal. Track conditions were a little bit different. It had rained the day before. So the car was just off just a little bit, but I still think we had a really good car. Long story short, 4 laps into the race with more power steering line, I come down pit road. Of course, they threw a caution for the fluid on the track. Come down pit road, and I told the guys, I said, pull the hood off. If you see a line that's come off or see something that we can fix quick, we'll fix it. If not, put the lid back on, and I'm going to have a long day ahead of me, which was the latter is what happened. They couldn't find anything. There was fluid everywhere. Come to find out, it had blown the pressure line, blown a hole in the pressure line. So I ended up running, like I said, that was about 4 laps into the race. I ended up finishing the day with no power steering. Anybody that's not involved with racing, it's kind of hard to understand because our passion of cars these days, you can just turn them with one finger. Well, you can with these cars when they have power steering. A 15-inch wide tire on a car that's designed to turn when you come on the straightaway and get in the gas, it's just a handful all day. And we were able to salvage a 6th place finish, which was not bad considering the situation. So first race of the year, with the trouble that we had, to be 6th wasn't too bad. So Jason had a great run that day. He qualified on the pole with a track record and led most of the race and ended up finishing 2nd. So 2nd to 6th for us for the first day out wasn't too bad. The following week we went to Hickory Motor Speedway. It was the first race of the year for the Coleman Online Modified Tour. I had told everybody leading up to that event, I'd never won Hickory before. If you remember last year, we wrapped the car red, put a 6 on it in memory of Roy Trantham that used to help us. And I told him, I said, man, I really want to win this race for Roy. That race that night, we weren't able to win. You know, it was a lot of dramas, a lot of build-up with the car wrapped and everything. You know, it was still, as I said, it's still going to be cool to be able to win this race for Roy. And we were able to do it. So I got my first career win at Hickory. There's a lot of history there with Hickory Motor Speedway. And, you know, I always feel like Roy is watching down on us and looking out for us. But to be able to win that race in memory of Roy, in honor of Roy, was pretty special. The following week, I guess, we go back to Caraway for the 2nd race on our NASCAR tour. We were decent. We ended up, I don't think we qualified very well. It seems to be a trend this year. We haven't been qualifying very well. We're going to see if we can do something about that. Of course, everyone wants to blame the driver. I'm the one driving, so I'll take the blame. But we're working on that. We're working on our qualifying. We've been trying to get a car that races good, so our qualifying's been off just a little bit. So we're going to work on that. But anyway, we got close to halfway through the race, and I'd made my way to 3rd and actually made my way to 2nd place. And we pit with about 30 to go. A lap car had come in and blocked us in, and I had to back up and go back out around him. And I think we lost 2 or 3 spots in the process. We came back in, and it was just pit strategy. I decided that we were the last car on the lead lap, which I think was 5th. So I said, well, let's come back in and we'll switch left side tires. And hopefully that'll play to our advantage. And the way it worked out, they had a couple quick cautions, and we ended up with a green-white checkered finish, and we weren't able to make the move that I needed to make to try to capitalize. So we ended up 5th. So, you know, it's not, anybody that knows me knows that 5th is not what I go to the racetrack for. If you ever go to the racetrack looking for a 5th place finish, you know, you're going for the wrong reason. So you go to win. And, you know, everybody goes to win. That's a given. But 5th place wasn't terrible. It was a good points night for us. But it was just one of those nights where we were just off just a little bit, and our pit strategy didn't work out. it's just the way it played out. But the following week, which would have been last weekend, was the third race of the year for the Southern Modified Tour. We went to South Boston Speedway. I've never really, I've been competitive when we go to South Boston, but I've never had a car that was what I consider a really good car at South Boston. Over the years that we've been there, I've taken several different cars. This car last year, I think we finished top 5, but it wasn't the car that I needed it to be. So going in there this year, I thought we were pretty decent in practice. We were off just a little bit. We made some more changes, and I think I made it up to about 5th place at the pit. We were 3rd. We pit at around lap 90, I think, maybe. Fell back to 5th, made it back to 3rd. Green, white, checker finish, ended up 3rd. Speaking of Roy a while ago, Roy used to always tell me, and I've kind of programmed this into my mind, not to, like I said, I don't want to slight the fact that we go to win. Bottom line, we go to win. But it's not whether you win or lose as much as it is if you learn. And, you know, maybe I'll change that just a little bit to say it's not if you lose. Because if you learn something, you win. And I did learn something. I think that next time we go to South Boston, that I know the changes that I need to make the car better, make it where it will be the car that I can win the race with. So it's been up and down so far. Nothing to write home about, but nothing terrible either. We've got a 6th, a 1st, a 5th, and a 3rd. And knock on wood, we haven't tore up anything yet. On the other hand, Jason's car's getting a front clip put on it this week. He was involved in the green, white checkered. There was a crash. 6 or 8 cars got tore up. So trying to get this car knocked out this week so we can help them get their stuff back together. We got a little bit of a short week this week. We got to pull out and leave to go to Langley on Friday afternoon. Langley is one of my favorite tracks. It's a Southern Modified Tour race. The last race we ran at Langley this past season, I was able to win the race. So got my notebook out, went back and put it just like it was that race. Hopefully we'll have the same results. But Langley is an awesome facility. They treat us good. It's a fun place to go race. So we're looking forward to that this coming up weekend. I want to take this time to thank my sponsors. As you can see here, we picked up Remington Scent Control Technologies this winter. Hunters, you know what this is about. It's about controlling your scent. I think the way they say it is you want to see the deer before the deer smells you, deer or whatever you may be hunting. But go to RemingtonSCT.com. You see this product, check it out. We're happy to be involved with Remington back in the NASCAR world. Also, you can see here the True Timber camo. Our crew shirts that the guys are wearing now are True Timber camo. So great product. Glad to have them on board. We're still involved with Citrus Safe Cleaners. You know, that's the thing about it. You can't hardly see us because we've got our camo on. You definitely can't smell us. And we got the cleanest grills in town. So we got it going on pretty good. Laugh, David. That was corny, I know. But it's okay. Also, Speedway Auto Auction is still on board with us this year. Alan Willard, Billy Knuckles, and those guys. We're proud to run their colors for them. Adams Towing, Doug and Wendy and all the people at Adams Towing. We're proud to have them on board again this year. We're still affiliated with Budget Sales and Leasing, which is Lucia Trantham, which is Roy's wife. Just basically, we're looking forward to the ball's already rolling, but we want to get it rolling really fast. A couple of weeks, Bowman Gray is going to be starting, and you know how hectic that's going to be. But everything's going pretty smooth. I want to thank Brown & Miller, Pro System Brakes, RE. If you're in the racing world, which you're affiliated with racing somewhere or another, more than likely if you're watching this video, Racing Electronics does a lot of stuff in the bigger NASCAR fields, but they're also involved at the short track levels like we are. You know, it's the place to be for your racing radios. You know, without rambling on and keep going on, as you can see, sporting my Duke colors. My Patriots won the Super Bowl, and my Blue Devils won the NCAA championship. So hopefully I can pull the trifecta and win the championship this year. But like I said, we have Langley coming up this weekend. I know it's a far pull for the local people here. Following week, we're at Ace Speedway for the second race of the year for the Coma Tour. So if you're local and you can't make Langley, come out and see us at Ace. Hopefully this is the first of many videos that we'll get going this year, get everything back on track. But thanks to everybody that supports us. Please share this and post it, comment on it. Let us know where you're watching from. It's cool for me to be able to go on there and look and see where people are watching these videos from. It's really cool to be able to do that. So please let us know where you're watching from. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you do for us. And we'll see you next week. God bless you.